Hi. Today I'm going to tell you 100 sleepy facts about constellations, perfect if you want to relax a bit and learn something interesting about the starry sky. Enjoy listening. 1. Constellations are patterns of stars in the sky. Humans have been connecting stars into shapes for thousands of years, creating stories and myths. Each culture has its own constellations, often inspired by animals, gods, or legendary heroes. These patterns helped ancient people navigate and track seasons. They serve as a map of the night sky even today. 2. There are 88 officially recognized constellations. The International Astronomical Union, IAU, defined 88 constellations in 1922. These cover the entire sky, both northern and southern hemispheres. They provide a standardized way for astronomers worldwide to describe star locations. Some famous ones include Orion, Ursa Major, and Cassiopeia. 3. Constellations change appearance with latitude. Not all constellations are visible from everywhere on Earth. For example, southern constellations like Crux cannot be seen from northern Europe. This is because Earth's curvature limits which stars can rise above the horizon. Ancient navigators used this knowledge for travel. 4. Some constellations are seasonal. Certain constellations appear only during specific times of the year. Orion is visible in winter in the northern hemisphere but disappears in summer. This happens because Earth orbits the Sun, changing the nighttime view of stars. 5. Constellations have origins in mythology. Many constellations were named after figures in Greek and Roman myths. For example, Perseus represents the hero who defeated Medusa, while Andromeda is a princess he rescued. These stories helped early civilizations remember the positions and patterns of stars. 6. Some constellations are very ancient. Evidence shows that constellations like Orion were recognized over 5,000 years ago. Ancient Egyptians aligned pyramids with Orion's belt to reflect their gods in the sky. This demonstrates the deep cultural importance of constellations. 7. Constellations are not physically connected. The stars in a constellation may be far apart in space and unrelated. They only appear close to each other from Earth's perspective. For example, in Orion, the stars are hundreds of light years apart. 8. Constellations helped early navigation. Before compasses, sailors used stars to find direction. Polaris, the North Star, is part of Ursa Minor and nearly aligns with Earth's North Pole, making it a reliable reference point. Constellations guided travel across oceans and deserts. 9. The zodiac consists of 12 constellations. These are the constellations the Sun passes through over the year. They include Aries, Taurus, Gemini, and others. While astrology focuses on these, astronomers study them to understand the Sun's path and seasonal changes. 10. Constellations appear differently in the southern hemisphere. For example, the Southern Cross, Crux, is a major navigational constellation visible only in the south. People in the north cannot see it at all. This demonstrates how Earth's tilt and rotation affect our view of the stars. 11. Some constellations are named after animals. Examples include Leo, lion, Canis Major, big dog, and Taurus, bull. These animals were often important in mythology or agriculture. Humans associated the star patterns with familiar creatures in their environment. 12. Constellations contain many deep sky objects. Within them, there are star clusters, nebulae, and galaxies. For example, Orion contains the Orion Nebula, a stellar nursery where new stars are forming. Studying these objects helps astronomers understand stellar evolution. 13. The Big Dipper is part of Ursa Major. Though many people think of the Big Dipper as a constellation, it is actually an asterism within Ursa Major. Asterisms are recognizable star patterns that are not official constellations. The Big Dipper is also useful for finding Polaris. 14. The Southern Cross points to the south celestial pole. Sailors in the southern hemisphere used this constellation to find direction before modern navigation tools existed. By drawing an imaginary line along its longer axis, one can locate true south. 15. Some constellations are very large. Hydra, the water snake, is the largest constellation, stretching over 1,300 square degrees of the sky. Its size makes it easy to spot but harder to map precisely. 16. Some constellations are very small. Crux, the Southern Cross, is the smallest official constellation. Despite its size, it is very prominent in the southern sky and easy to recognize. 17. Constellation boundaries are officially defined. In 1930, the IAU set exact boundaries for all constellations using lines of right ascension and declination. This means every point in the sky belongs to one specific constellation. 18. Constellations can change over time. Stars move slowly relative to each other due to proper motion. Over thousands of years, the shapes of constellations can distort. Future generations will see constellations differently than we do today. 19. Some constellations are named after mythological objects. Examples include Lyra, the lyre of Orpheus, and Corona Borealis, the northern crown. These reflect human imagination and storytelling. 20. Ancient cultures worldwide had their own constellations. While Greeks and Romans are famous for their myths, Native Americans, Chinese, and Egyptians also map the stars differently. Some constellations overlap, while others are unique to a culture. 21. Orion is one of the most recognizable constellations. Its three-star belt is visible from almost anywhere in the world during winter months in the northern hemisphere. Orion is named after a hunter from Greek mythology and contains some of the brightest stars in the night sky, such as Betelgeuse and Rigel. The constellation also hosts the Orion Nebula, a famous stellar nursery. 22. Cassiopeia is shaped like a W. This northern constellation represents the vain Queen Cassiopeia from Greek myths. Its distinctive W shape makes it easy to find, even in light-polluted skies. Cassiopeia circles the North Star, so it is visible all year in northern latitudes. 23. Ursa Major contains many asterisms. Apart from the Big Dipper, Ursa Major has smaller patterns used for navigation and storytelling. The constellation is visible across the northern hemisphere and has been referenced in myths from multiple cultures. Its stars are among the most studied in astronomy. 24. Ursa Minor contains Polaris, the North Star. Polaris is almost directly above Earth's North Pole, making it an important reference for navigation. The constellation Ursa Minor, or Little Bear, appears to rotate around Polaris due to Earth's rotation. Ancient sailors relied heavily on it for orientation at sea. 25. The zodiac constellations mark the sun's path. There are 12 zodiac constellations, and the sun appears to pass through them over a year. These constellations are important both historically in astrology and scientifically for tracking the ecliptic. Planets also move roughly along this same plane. 26. Scorpius is a prominent summer constellation. Visible in the southern sky during summer months in the northern hemisphere, it represents a scorpion in mythology. Its bright red star Antares is often called the heart of the scorpion, and is one of the brightest stars visible to the naked eye. 27. Sagittarius is associated with the Archer. Sagittarius marks the direction toward the center of the Milky Way. Many star clusters and nebulae, including the Lagoon Nebula, are located in this constellation. Its shape is often visualized as a teapot, making it easier for stargazers to recognize. 28. Cygnus is known as the Swan. This northern constellation is prominent in the summer sky and contains the bright star Deneb. The Cygnus region also hosts the Cygnus X star-forming complex and numerous deep sky objects, making it a popular area for astronomers. 29. Leo is a zodiac constellation representing a lion. Leo is visible in the spring for northern observers and contains the bright star Regulus, known as the heart of the lion. Its distinctive sickle shape helps stargazers identify it quickly. Leo has been important in mythology for thousands of years. 30. Taurus contains the Pleiades star cluster. Also called the Seven Sisters, this open cluster is easily visible to the naked eye. Taurus represents a bull in mythology, and the bright red star Aldebaran marks its eye. Ancient cultures often track Taurus to mark the seasons. 31. Gemini represents twins in mythology. The bright stars Castor and Pollux are the heads of the twins. Gemini is a zodiac constellation visible in winter in the northern hemisphere. Its stars have guided travelers and been referenced in countless myths. 32. Andromeda hosts the nearest large galaxy. The Andromeda Galaxy, M31, is visible within the Andromeda constellation. It is the closest spiral galaxy to the Milky Way and will eventually collide with our galaxy billions of years from now. The constellation is named after a princess from Greek mythology. 33. Perseus is associated with the hero who saved Andromeda. This northern constellation contains the famous variable star Algol, also known as the Demon Star. Perseus is also home to the Perseus double cluster, a stunning pair of open star clusters. It has been recognized by astronomers for thousands of years. 34. Cepheus represents a mythical king. Named after Andromeda's father, Cepheus is a faint northern constellation shaped like a house. Its stars form a distinct pattern, and it contains several interesting variable stars and deep sky objects. Cepheus has been used in navigation and folklore. 35. Hercules contains the Great Globular Cluster, M13. Hercules is a northern constellation and one of the largest in the sky. The Hercules cluster, M13, is one of the brightest globular clusters visible from Earth. Its stars are thousands of light-years away but are packed densely in this cluster. 36. Lyra is home to Vega, a very bright star. Vega is part of the Summer Triangle asterism and is one of the closest stars to Earth at just 25 light-years away. Lyra also contains the famous Ring Nebula, M57. Its compact shape makes it easy to identify in the northern summer sky. 37. Orion's belt consists of 3 bright stars. Alnitak, Alnilam, and Mintaka form a straight line in Orion's middle. This line has been used for navigation and appears in myths from many cultures. It also points toward other stars and deep sky objects, like the Orion Nebula. 38. Canis Major contains Sirius, the brightest star. Sirius, also called the Dog Star, is part of Canis Major. It is twice as massive as the Sun and located just 8.6 light-years away. Canis Major represents Orion's hunting dog in mythology. 39. Canis Minor contains Procyon. Procyon is a bright star that forms part of the Winter Triangle with Sirius and Betelgeuse. Canis Minor is a small, faint constellation but important for navigation in winter skies. Its mythological background ties it to Orion's companions. 40. Virgo is one of the largest constellations. Virgo contains the bright star Spica and is a zodiac constellation representing a maiden. It also contains the Virgo cluster, a group of over 1,000 galaxies. Observing Virgo reveals both nearby stars and distant galaxies, connecting local and cosmic scales. 41. Aquarius is a zodiac constellation representing a water-bearer. It is best visible in autumn in the northern hemisphere. Ancient cultures associated Aquarius with rain and rivers, linking it to agriculture. The constellation contains several faint star clusters and deep sky objects, making it more prominent through telescopes than to the naked eye. 42. Capricornus is a zodiac constellation shaped like a goatfish. Its stars are relatively faint, but it marks the path of the sun in the zodiac. In mythology, Capricornus represents a creature that is half goat and half fish, symbolizing versatility and adaptability. Its position helped ancient astronomers track the calendar and seasons. 43. Pisces is the zodiac constellation of 2 fish. Pisces lies along the ecliptic and is visible in late winter and spring. Its 2 fish are connected by a line of stars, representing the unity of opposites in mythology. The constellation is relatively faint but has been recognized for thousands of years. 44. Aries is a zodiac constellation representing a ram. It contains bright stars like Hamal and Sheraton. Aries is visible in autumn in the northern hemisphere and historically marked the vernal equinox. Ancient civilizations used it to predict seasonal changes. 45. Sagittarius contains the galactic center of the Milky Way. The dense star field toward the heart of our galaxy lies within Sagittarius. Its brightest stars form a teapot shape, making it easy to identify. Many nebulae, star clusters, and even black holes are located here, making it an astronomer's favorite region. 46. Orion contains several famous nebulae. The Orion Nebula, M42, is one of the brightest and most studied star-forming regions. It lies below Orion's belt and is visible even without a telescope. Observing it helps scientists understand how stars form and evolve. 47. The Pleiades are part of Taurus. Also called the Seven Sisters, this open cluster contains hundreds of stars. The Pleiades have been important in navigation and mythology across cultures. Their bright blue stars are young and hot, shining brilliantly in the night sky. 48. Auriga contains Capella, a bright northern star. Capella is one of the brightest stars in the sky and part of the Orion constellation, shaped like a charioteer. The constellation is prominent in winter evenings. Its stars and clusters are easily visible through binoculars. 49. Boötes contains Arcturus, a bright red giant. Arcturus is one of the brightest stars visible from Earth and lies relatively close at 36 light-years away. Boötes represents a herdsman in mythology. Its red hue indicates it is a giant star nearing the later stages of its life cycle. 50. Draco winds around the northern sky. Draco, the dragon, is a large northern constellation. Its twisting shape wraps around Ursa Minor, making it prominent for circumpolar observers. Draco contains several interesting galaxies and deep sky objects despite being relatively faint. 51. Lyra is home to the bright star Vega. Vega is part of the Summer Triangle asterism and is only 25 light-years away. Lyra also hosts the Ring Nebula, M57, a planetary nebula formed by an old dying star. Its compact shape and bright stars make it easy to identify in summer skies. 52. Perseus contains the variable star Algol. Algol, known as the Demon Star, is an eclipsing binary star system whose brightness fluctuates periodically. Perseus also contains the Perseus double cluster, a spectacular pair of star clusters visible in binoculars. 53. Cepheus is shaped like a house. This northern constellation represents a mythical king and is relatively faint. It contains variable stars and a few deep sky objects. Cepheus rotates around Polaris, remaining visible year-round from northern latitudes. 54. Andromeda hosts the Andromeda Galaxy. M31, the Andromeda Galaxy, is the nearest large spiral galaxy to the Milky Way. It is visible to the naked eye under dark skies. Andromeda's mythological story is closely tied with Perseus, creating a celestial narrative across constellations. 55. Virgo contains the bright star Spica. Spica is the brightest star in Virgo and one of the brightest in the night sky. Virgo also hosts the Virgo cluster of galaxies, which contains over 1,000 galaxies. Observing Virgo allows astronomers to study both nearby stars and distant cosmic structures. 56. Canis Major contains Sirius, the brightest star. Sirius, also called the Dog Star, is visible in winter and shines brilliantly due to its proximity, 6 light-years. Canis Major represents one of Orion's hunting dogs in mythology. Its bright light has guided travelers for centuries. 57. Canis Minor contains the bright star Procyon. Procyon is part of the Winter Triangle asterism along with Sirius and Betelgeuse. Although Canis Minor is small, its star serves as a crucial navigation point. The constellation is visible in winter from northern latitudes. 58. Scorpius is easy to identify due to Antares. Antares, a bright red supergiant, forms the heart of the Scorpion. Scorpius is visible during summer in the northern hemisphere and is rich in deep sky objects. Its curved shape resembles a scorpion's tail, making it easy for stargazers to recognize. 59. Capricornus is faint but symbolically important. The Goatfish constellation is small and difficult to see in light-polluted skies. Despite its faintness, it is significant as one of the zodiac constellations, marking the sun's path through the ecliptic. Ancient astronomers used it to track time and seasons. 60. Pisces is represented by two fish swimming in opposite directions. The stars of Pisces are faint, but the constellation is part of the zodiac. It symbolizes duality and balance in mythology. Despite its dim stars, it has been widely recognized in cultures around the world. 61. Aries contains several bright stars, including Hamal. Hamal is the brightest star in Aries and marks the ram's head. Ancient cultures used it to track the spring equinox. Its position in the sky made it important for calendar systems and agricultural planning. 62. Taurus Aldebaran is a red giant. Aldebaran represents the bull's eye and is a prominent red star in the night sky. It is about 65 light-years away and has exhausted hydrogen at its core. Aldebaran helps identify the rest of the Taurus constellation, including the Pleiades. 63. Gemini's Castor and Pollux are twin stars. Castor is a complex multiple star system, while Pollux is an orange giant. These stars represent the mythological twins and are easy to spot in winter skies. Their brightness and proximity make Gemini one of the most recognizable constellations. 64. Leo's Regulus is a blue-white star. Regulus is the heart of the Lion and is part of a small star system. Its bright color and location make Leo easy to find in spring evenings. Leo contains other stars and deep sky objects, including galaxies in the Leo triplet. 65. Virgo contains the bright star Spica. Spica is a blue giant and part of the ecliptic path of the Sun. Virgo's constellation is large and hosts many galaxies in the Virgo cluster. Ancient civilizations associated it with agriculture and harvest due to its seasonal appearance. 66. Libra represents a set of scales. Libra is a faint zodiac constellation symbolizing balance and justice. It contains several notable stars but few bright ones, making it harder to spot with the naked eye. Libra lies between Virgo and Scorpius in the sky. 67. Scorpio's Antares is larger than the Sun. Antares is a red supergiant, around 700 times the Sun's diameter. It serves as a marker for identifying the scorpion shape. Its red hue makes it stand out among surrounding stars, especially in summer nights. 68. Sagittarius contains the galactic center. Sagittarius points toward the Milky Way center, home to a supermassive black hole, Sagittarius A star. The constellation also has nebulae like the Lagoon and Trifid nebulae. Its teapot shape is a helpful guide for stargazers. 69. Capricornus is part of the zodiac path of the Sun. This faint constellation is visible in autumn evenings. Capricornus represents the goatfish in mythology and has historical importance for marking solstices. It may be hard to see in urban skies due to dim stars. 70. Aquarius' brightest stars form a Y shape. Stars like Saddle-Melek and Sadalsad mark the water-bearer. Aquarius is prominent in autumn and contains many deep sky objects. Ancient civilizations associated it with water and rainfall, symbolizing fertility. 71. Pisces' two fish are connected by a line of stars. The stars form a long chain representing the bond between the two fish. Pisces lies along the zodiac path, making it significant in both mythology and astronomy. Its faint stars are easier to see under dark skies. 72. Orion's Betelgeuse is a red supergiant. Betelgeuse marks Orion's shoulder and is one of the largest stars visible to the naked eye. It is nearing the end of its life and may explode as a supernova within the next million years. Its brightness and color make Orion easily recognizable. 73. Orion's Rigel is a blue supergiant. Rigel is located at Orion's foot and is a massive, luminous star. Its blue-white color contrasts with Betelgeuse's red. Rigel is about 860 light-years away and contributes to Orion's iconic shape. 74. Canis Major contains multiple stars besides Sirius. Stars like Adhara and Wesen form the body of the dog. Canis Major is part of the winter sky and follows Orion's path, reinforcing its mythology as Orion's hunting dog. 75. Canis Minor's Procyon is part of the winter triangle. Along with Sirius and Betelgeuse, Procyon forms a prominent asterism. Its brightness and position make it an important navigation star in winter skies. 76. Lyra's Ring Nebula is a planetary nebula. M57, the Ring Nebula, formed from a dying star shedding its outer layers. It appears as a glowing ring and is a popular target for amateur astronomers. Lyra's compact shape makes the nebula easy to locate. 77. Cygnus contains the bright star Deneb. Deneb is part of the Summer Triangle and is a luminous supergiant. Cygnus represents a swan in mythology and is prominent in the northern summer sky. The constellation also contains the Cygnus X region, rich in star formation. 78. Andromeda is linked to Perseus in mythology. The constellations are adjacent in the sky, reflecting their mythological story. Andromeda contains the Andromeda Galaxy, making it important both culturally and scientifically. 79. Pegasus is represented as a winged horse. This northern constellation contains the Great Square of Pegasus, a recognizable asterism. Pegasus is associated with Greek myths and is visible in autumn nights. Its stars help stargazers locate neighboring constellations. 80. Aquarius is rich in deep sky objects. Apart from its stars, Aquarius contains several globular clusters and nebulae. Observing these objects often requires telescopes or binoculars. Its mythological association with water makes it memorable for stargazers. 81. Cancer is a faint zodiac constellation. Cancer represents a crab in mythology and contains few bright stars. Despite its faintness, it hosts the Beehive cluster, M44, a nearby open star cluster visible with binoculars. Ancient astronomers used it to track seasonal changes. 82. Leo Minor is a small northern constellation. Unlike Leo, Leo Minor is faint and lacks bright stars. It lies between Leo and Ursa Major. Though less prominent, it contains several galaxies that can be observed with telescopes. 83. Crater represents a cup in the sky. Crater is a small southern constellation, symbolizing a cup used in Greek myths. Its faint stars are mostly visible in dark skies. The constellation is often associated with Corvus, the crow, forming a mythological story. 84. Corvus is shaped like a crow. Corvus is a small southern constellation next to Crater. Its brightest stars form a quadrilateral shape, easy to recognize. Ancient myths link the crow and cup to Apollo's story. 85. Hydra is the largest constellation. Stretching over 1,300 square degrees, Hydra represents a water snake. Its long shape crosses the sky, making it a prominent constellation in the southern hemisphere. Hydra contains several galaxies and star clusters. 86. Sextans represents a sextant. Sextans is a faint southern constellation named after a navigational instrument. Though dim, it honors tools that helped early astronomers measure star positions. Its stars are challenging to see without telescopes. 87. Vulpecula represents a little fox. Vulpecula is a small northern constellation containing the Dumbbell Nebula, M27, a planetary nebula. Despite being faint, it holds deep sky objects that are popular with amateur astronomers. Its fox symbolism comes from European folklore. 88. Delphinus represents a dolphin. This small northern constellation is shaped like a leaping dolphin. Delphinus contains several stars forming a simple, recognizable pattern. It is best seen in late summer evenings in the northern hemisphere. 89. Aquila represents an eagle. Aquila contains the bright star Altair, part of the Summer Triangle. The constellation symbolizes the eagle that carried Zeus' thunderbolts in mythology. It also contains several star clusters and nebulae. 90. Pegasus hosts the Great Square asterism. The Great Square of Pegasus consists of 4 bright stars forming a large square. This helps locate neighboring constellations such as Andromeda. Pegasus is prominent in autumn skies in the northern hemisphere. 91. Aries contains the star Hamal. Hamal marks the ram's head and is used to identify Aries' shape. The constellation has been associated with the spring equinox. Ancient astronomers used it for agricultural and calendar purposes. 92. Cetus represents a sea monster. Cetus is a large constellation in the southern sky. In mythology, it is the monster sent to attack Andromeda. Cetus contains the bright variable star Mira and several galaxies visible through telescopes. 93. Ophiuchus represents a serpent-bearer. This constellation lies along the ecliptic but is often omitted from the zodiac. Ophiuchus is large and contains the bright star Razelhage. Its mythology involves a healer holding a snake, symbolizing knowledge of medicine. 94. Serpens is the only constellation split into 2 parts. Serpens is divided into Serpens Caput, the head, and Serpens Cauda, the tail, separated by Ophiuchus. It represents a serpent held by the serpent-bearer. Several star clusters and nebulae are located within it. 95. Boötes contains Arcturus, one of the brightest stars. Arcturus is a red giant and the 4th brightest star in the night sky. Boötes represents a herdsman in mythology. Its stars form a kite shape, making it recognizable even in light-polluted areas. 96. Capricornus is associated with Saturn. The constellation has symbolic importance in astrology and astronomy. Capricornus marks the sun's path during the winter solstice in the northern hemisphere. Its faint stars can be observed better under dark skies. 97. Pisces Austrinus is a southern fish. This constellation lies south of Aquarius and represents the southern fish in mythology. Its brightest star, Fomalhaut, is among the brightest stars in the sky. Pisces Austrinus helps locate other southern constellations. 98. Triangulum is shaped like a triangle. This small northern constellation contains the Triangulum galaxy, M33, a nearby spiral galaxy. Triangulum is faint but significant for galaxy studies. Its simple geometric shape makes it easy to recognize. 99. Norma represents a carpenter's square. Norma is a small southern constellation containing a few star clusters. It symbolizes tools used by ancient astronomers. Despite its faintness, it has historical importance for scientific measurement. 100. Phoenix represents the mythical bird. Phoenix is a southern constellation named after the legendary bird that rises from its ashes. Its stars are faint but visible in southern latitudes. Phoenix symbolizes rebirth and immortality, connecting astronomy with mythology.